Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you Sunday, August the 15th, the year's 2021. Let's talk trading. It's time for the weekly open and gap. As always, these videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And a quick reminder, risk management, never lose more than you're willing to lose on any one particular trade. So let's take a look at the weekly chart here. And most of the gaps have filled. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 that haven't. Right now, we haven't moved much. We definitely gapped down. And we opened outside of the monthly range right here. The monthly opening range, that is. Here's the first day of the month. For the year, we're 216 pips above the open, 40 pips below the monthly open. Now, it looks like we poked inside the inside bar that happened 2 weeks ago, but we're now 2 pips below it. So we actually opened outside it, poked in, and came back out. So this 38, 60, 61 area, a lot of action to be had here. So that's a strong reject point. If it doesn't close above it, chances are it's just going to come back down. And the last daily inside bar was 16 days ago right here. Early in the day, only 4 hours into the trading day, no ranges over 100. We had the pivot, was below the opens, already been taken out, the daily pivot. And the gap has once again been filled. You can see that happen in the second hour. Not enough range for rats at the moment. But you can notice one thing here. You see we had that big bar, what I would call a return bar. And what happened? Price returned to the open. Just seems like it happens more often than not. It's just something that, when you have some seat time in front of these charts, you start to notice these things, and you can start to take advantage of them. Once again, anything can happen. That's why you have a stop loss in place. Okay. The weekly pivot's already been taken out here at 38.51. So daily pivot's been taken out. Weekly pivot's been taken out. Last week's pivot still hasn't been taken out. So we can get up to 38.98.3. We can take out that pivot. And there's still a pivot down here that hasn't been taken out. And monthlies was taken out, so good to go. In and out of the upper wick zone once today so far, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. On the range, we're just starting out, but as I mentioned Friday, these daily ranges have been just on the anemic side. The weekly ranges have been pretty low also. So we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, what's really weird was NFP week. You'd think you would have a nice weekly range, but didn't happen. Just didn't happen. looking at the Walmart lines. A trader asked made a comment to one of the videos, was asking, do you wait for the bid or the ask? Well, and my answer is, Walmart and I, one broker we use, we have anywhere from 0 to maybe only 0.2 or 2 points worth of spread. So it's basically inconsequential. Now, another one of my brokers, which is has a bigger spread, then usually I'll well, then again, sometimes I'll take the ask, but you know, these are bid candles basically. This is showing you what the bid's done. I think in one of the donationals I wrote some, I think I called them TRO bid ask candles or ask candles. But the thing is, you have to have the chart going the whole time. If you switch time frames, all that data is lost. So you just, because we don't know where the ask is, usually unless you put that on your chart. I mean, you can come down to properties and you have an ask line. Click on common and show the ask line. And there it is. So, but to answer the question, you're just going to have to see what works best with your broker. If you're giving up, say, a pip and a half, and so if price hits the 60 line and you've got to buy at 61.5, that's a lot. But then again, if you buy at 60 and then the bid is way down at 58.5, it might not ever get to 60 and turn around. So you just have to see how your broker is, which one works. Maybe you split the difference. Maybe you stick to one side or the other. I can't really say, especially on the buy side. On the sell side, while you're looking right here, when price is moving down, that's where you will be selling. But on the moving up side, that's different because you got to buy the ask. You sell to the bid and you buy to the ask. Or sell the bid, buy the ask. That's just the way it works. Looking at Bitcoin. Let's see, what do I have here? Looks like I've got a slight mess going on. What did I do with this indicator? Was it this? Or am I using HL5 for that? I can't remember. My period current. There we go. So analyzing the crypto here, Bitcoin, it's on a tear. Looks like it wants to be 50,000. Once again, just look at the highest low here. So probably at the end of the day, this line will get moved up to here. And we'll just, you just trade accordingly. And then once again, it broke down through here. So if you had your sell right here, then you could always buy back where you sold out if you thought it was a good trade. And then that way you protect the downside. You could buy back in and then put your stop loss here. Take a small risk for who knows what the upside potential is. like I said, I cashed in my lottery tickets on Bitcoin. And it looks like these don't work too well with Bitcoin. Um, these ranges are pretty crazy. In fact, this one, they're almost nonsensical because of the digits. Might have to do some tweaking on some of these indicators. But for those of you who are interested in the cryptos, once again, not getting in day trading, but I mean, you can come down to the hourly, or, if you want, you can come all the way down to maybe say M5, and you can still use the same idea. Which you sell at the highest low and you buy at the lowest high. If you want to sit there and day trade these. And this is just more of the same. I'm not sure why I keep having this chart up here. Maybe I should just take it out of this template. It's been using this one for crypto instead. Let's see. Oh, I finally did send out the batch 6 last week, and then I left an indicator out, so I sent out batch 6A. So I left one of the indicators out, the imbalance bars. So I guess there's a few people who are actually trading imbalance and being profitable off of the imbalance. In fact, I'm looking at a nice imbalance here on Bitcoin between these two areas. I wonder if that's going to fill. Just have to wait and see. As far as the daily goes, there's an imbalance there. There's lots of imbalances. There's a huge one down here. So, fellow traders, that's it for the weekly opening gap. Hope you had a fun and safe weekend. Wishing you a profitable week. I think Walmart will be back hopefully tomorrow. If not, might not hear from him for a couple of more days. And if you have any other questions, keep sending them in. I'll definitely try to get to them, answer them in video, give a good explanation or good answer, and hopefully I can help you in that way. So, just remember, when you sit down at your trading platform, fellow traders, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So, let's go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.